In this video, I'm going to show you how to do some color correction. I have 3 clips here. I have this great shot of the ocean taken with my wide angle Rokinon lens. I have this shot of a butterfly that's actually indoors in a butterfly place taken with my Rokinon Macro lens. And then I have this shot inside an old house I had taken with a completely different camera and a completely different lens setup. But before we go on, if you want to take exquisite wide-angle imagery and video, exquisite macro shots, then the lens that I used in these 2 shots here is actually in the video description. There's a link for the exact lenses that I used. It's the Rokinon lenses. They are simplified lenses. They don't have automatic settings. It has manual focus. It has a manual f-stop ring, which I love. It has that old school feel where you turn the ring to open and close the lens manually instead of pushing a button. I love it. It's much better, I think, than the modern setup. They have exquisite imagery, and the cost of them is lower than a lot of other lenses. And they work on a variety of platforms. Sony, Canon, there's a variety of platforms they work on. The link is in the video description. Please click that link and buy those 2 lenses if you want great wide-angle shots and great macro shots. So back to the video. So I'm going to try to make this shot here and this shot here look like it belongs with this shot right here. So to do this, let's go to the VFX tab, and we're going to go down here to where it says Video Tools. This is where the color scopes are hiding. Click the little flippy triangle. Now we have, the Vetroscope, the RGB, histogram. We have our tools we need for color correcting. So first, let's take a look at this clip and see if there's anything we can do with it. Let's go to the RGB, see if it looks like it's inflated anywhere. It looks okay. I like the colors on this. Let's look at the YCRCB. We can look at the luminance. We can see that it's at 100 and it's at 0. And you want to see where those midtones are as well. Midtones could be the greens here. This is around 75, which is good. That's about where you want them. So I like this clip. Now let's go to the next one here. We're going to go click the color panel here. And color correction is right here, but let's just say it's not. We can just type it. It's the British spelling of it. And we'll take this and just drag it down here and put it on top of this clip right here. And what we notice is there's not a whole lot of highlights in this. This is kind of a dim clip. The highlights are at 100, which is good, and the lows are at 0, which is also good. But the midtones are all around 50. Now, in this clip here, the midtones are around 75. So if we want to make this clip look more like the other, right here you have this midtone section in the color correction tab. You have this little slider. You can just drag this up, and as you do that, you're going to watch these midtones start to rise up to a 75, and that's about where we want them. So let's drag those up, see if we can get them up around there. And you see this here is around 75 now. We actually increased this quite a bit. So the brightness of the 2 clips is a lot more similar now than it was before. Now let's look at what else we can see. Let's go back to our original clip. Let's look at the Vetroscope. This clip has a lot of color. The color is hitting these boxes here. That's a good amount of color. Now this clip, very little color. So let's increase the saturation of it to bring the color out towards these boxes some more. You have this little saturation slider here. We can bring this out. Just increase in the saturation. This is more towards the boxes here. Still not quite as bright as or colorful as the other one, but it's definitely getting there. You can see it's actually looking a lot better already. Let's look at the RGB. And here we have, let's see, the butterfly. You can see everything moving around in these scopes as you move the videos around. You can try to identify things. Like the butterfly is right about here. Here it is here. If you wanted to, you could actually add some blues to the midtones in this to bring the butterfly back up to even with these other, with the green and the red. See the blue, the butterfly's here, green, he's up here, red, he's actually down around here too. But I'm going to leave this one alone. And let's look at this, see if we can even the colors out at all here. Let's see. This clip has a lot of green in it. And see, this clip is actually very even on the colors. But you see, the green's a little bit lower than the reds here. So let's actually go to midtones. This is the midtone. So let's bring the greens, bring this towards the green, and watch those scopes. Now the blue's getting lower, the green's getting lower. So now we just brought the greens up a bit. The reds came down a bit, the blues came up a little as well. But let's do it some more. Let's leave it about there. See what this looks like. You see, this has a bit of a greenish shade to it now as well. These are even. These little spikes here are even. Same thing with this here. There's a little bit more blue, it looks like, up here. So let's go to the highlights and let's drag that blue down a little bit. Just a little pinch. You can see it moving. It responds as you drag. So now let's look at these two clips. This is looking far better. Let's look at it before. Take away the effect. We're going to toggle the effect off. This was before. It definitely does not look like it belongs before. Now it looks a bit better. This is bright. This one's kind of bright as well. Let's go back to here. Let's see. What else can we do? Well, you know, some of these midtones are actually a bit bright on this. You know, we could even bring those down to come to match this a little bit. Or we can maybe bring this one back up. You can't really do too much because you're going to blow it out if you increase these settings too much. You'll get pixelated. But that looks pretty good. And let's go to this clip here. We're going to take the color corrector, add it to this. This one, the highlights are not quite touching 100 IRE. So let's go to the highlights and let's drag that up. So that way the brightest spots are touching 100, which they are. Midtones are just about 75 here. They're pretty bright in that clip as well. Now let's go to the Vetroscope. This clip, you know, needs more color because remember, this one has a lot of color to it. This one, let's add a bit more saturation like we did with the last clip. Beef up the colors a bit. Whoops, and that's the wrong slider, so let's bring that back to 100. Saturation's here. Let's bring it up a little bit more. Okay, so now increasing the saturation has actually helped quite a bit, but let's go to RGB. And let's see. This clip is also very even color. You can see the greens are a bit lower than the reds on this clip. Here, the blues are a bit lower here. So we could, let's see. Let's go back to the YRCB. Let's bring the blacks down a bit more towards this line. Bringing the blacks down will bring these colors down towards 0 as well. So go here. We're just going to take the shadows and we're going to bring these down just a little bit. So that way it touches 0. And we go to RGB. These are going to be closer to 0 a bit. Let's see what we can do here. The blues are a bit crushed down on that other clip. So let's go to the shadows. Let's bring the blues down. That other clip definitely has a bit of a greenish tint to it. We just put some green in the darks on this clip to bring the blues down a bit. Just like they are here. The blues are a bit crushed on this clip. I mean, this actually looks a lot more like it goes together now. But let's see what else we can do, if anything, here. Trying to find that butterfly. Well, let's look at before and after. Let's toggle the effect off. It's a bit more washed out. When you do this, it's more colorful, which, you know, goes in line with this clip. This actually does look a bit more like it belongs with the other clip now. It's not quite as much of a shock. Let's look at the other one. And the same thing here. This one's still a bit washed out. I don't quite like the way that looks. So let's see what we can do with this clip here to give it a bit more vividness here. You see the blacks are lifted in this a little bit. So let's actually bring the blacks down. You want those blacks touching 0 if you can. That's going to increase the contrast of the clip a bit. And the mid-tones, they're not quite at 70, but we brought these up a lot. Because remember, this clip was very dark. So you can only bring them up so much. But you can see it looks a lot more like it belongs now. We added some green to it. We increased the brightness. It's not as much of a shock at this point. And this is essentially color correcting in Lightworks. Don't forget, your video tools are hiding down here. The VFX tab, a little flippy triangle for video tools, and you get your color scopes. And you want to try to make these spots that stick out at you. You want to try and make them even if you can. So that way one's not necessarily higher than the other. Like even this one, you can still see the reds on the blacks are a bit higher than they are elsewhere. So we can try to drag these around again. I just brought them down a bit more. But yeah, I mean that actually looks like it belongs. So we gave it a bit of a green tint there. So yeah, it looks like it belongs. And that's color correcting with Lightworks. It's actually pretty darn good for it. And don't forget to click the link in the video description and check out those 2 lenses I mentioned, the wide angle lens and the macro lens from Rokinon. They're exquisite lenses. You'll really like them. The price of them is very good as well. Link in the video description. Check it out.